Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday follow-up. I heard through the grapevine, translation, Facebook, Zoom, emails, people shouting from the rooftops, that they were really impressed with the crustless pumpkin pie recipe that was published a while ago. So I'm going to give it a shot and put it together for this Friday follow-up. Now, normally when I do one of these cooking sessions for you as a comedy act, I know you're all laughing at this scenario that I've got put out. But normally I have all the tops, measuring devices and bowls and cutting boards and everything that has to do with cooking and measuring for our meal planning. Normally I have these out, but when I buy them, after I tend to give them away also to family members and friends so they can use them. And when I went to my closet, I realized I hadn't reordered supplies. So I'm going to do so after this presentation. And here's a shout out and a reminder to you folks that with the holidays right around the corner, not a bad idea to go to the top store and order some of these cooking supplies for family and friends. It gets the word out for Tops, and it helps the bottom line, so to speak, of our organization. And it's just a goodwill gesture to have these wonderful tools and share them with our family and friends. So that being said, I'm going to jump right in. And this is where some of the comedy act comes in. I need 2 medium eggs. No, I will not crack these with one hand. I haven't been able to do that. So one might say I haven't come out of my shell yet for this, but that's good. So 2 eggs, and then brown sugar. And you can get this recipe off our website. And the brown sugar is half a cup. Half a cup. And then next, okay, now it comes to spices where it asks for ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, ground ginger. I see a pattern there. Ground cloves, and then salt. Well, that's great if you have all those, but over the years, I tend to use pumpkin pie spice. It has all the spices that I just listed. The trick is to know how much to put in there. And I've learned over the years on what I like to do is that I do 2 teaspoons. And you might see that some of that, a little chunky there. You might see some, oh, there we go. Some of it might be falling in beyond the spoon. I don't care. I love pumpkin. So it's a little extra. That's great. And then fat-free evaporated milk, 1 1/4 cup, which is just about a can. So let's just go for it. Right in there. I took the liberty to take the tops off before, just so I wouldn't have an accident. And then 1 can, 15 ounce of pumpkin puree, which, if you remember back in the day, it used to be 16 ounces. So I'm just going to plop that in. Again, I really enjoy pumpkin. So anytime I get to use a recipe with pumpkin, and this is the last can, I'll have to remember to put it on the list so when we're back out shopping that we can get more. We should never be without pumpkin puree at this time of the year. So I'm just going to kind of fold that around a little bit and see it's a nice mixture. Double checking I haven't forgotten anything. It's quite a simple recipe to put together, and just gonna mix this together. when I saw the recipe, I said, you've got to be kidding. I can't believe how easy this is. And one might say it's so easy. Yes, the Tops president can put it together. Of course, the proof will be in the pudding and when we bake this thing to see how it really goes. So I've gone ahead and put all the ingredients. And if you look at the recipe, it calls for chopped pecans or pecans, depending on what part of Tops Nation you are from. But I don't have any, but I have chopped walnuts. And those will just be sprinkled on after I pour this mixture into the 8x8 baking dish, which the oven is preheated or being preheated as we do this. I have to lightly, I lost my place. Oh, cooking spray, lightly coat it. So here we go. I guess that's light, I'm not sure. Okay. And pour the mixture into the baking dish. And because, like I said, I love pumpkin, I'm going to make good use of the non-top spatula that I have available. But again, this is no joke, folks. I purchased these things from the store, and I do share them. And I wish I would have picked up more while I was in headquarters last week. I could have saved a little bit of shipping. But here's another tip: if you get together with your chapter and put one order and have it delivered to one person, you can save on shipping. So that's a neat little trick. And then what I'm going to do here is, like I said, I'm substituting pecans with walnuts. I prefer walnuts. We'll give it probably a different taste. And you just want to sprinkle them on. You know, and I'm going to say kind of like to taste. If you want just a little nutty flavor or a lot, you can add more or less. Kind of similar to the allspice pumpkin mixture. So that's it, folks. That's all the ingredients. Luckily, I had them here. I'm going to pop this in the oven, and it's going to bake for 15 minutes at 400, and then I'll cut it back to 350 and finish baking it for an hour. So with time-lapse video and unique editing, I'll see you in a few minutes. We'll be right back. And okay, we're back. And to kind of speed things along, the directions say to make sure you let it chill for a bit or put it in the refrigerator for overnight. But I wanted to take care of this presentation today and get it ready. So what I did is I took it out of the oven and popped it in the freezer to chill it down a little bit quicker. And as you can see, it came out really nice. And I'm going to get a piece out. Looks very nice. And we'll give it the taste test. Now, you could probably serve this with a dollop of whipped cream or Cool Whip, or maybe just a small scoop of ice cream, depending on what calories you've consumed during the day when you had this this dessert ready in mind. But I heard everybody raving about this, so here we go. Yes, crustless pumpkin pie. It has that pumpkin flavor that I like. I put just enough pumpkin spice in it, so I really enjoy this. And I hope you get a chance to make this too. And it's just a way of letting members know that the recipes that we send out in Tops are all been tested. You can get the breakdown on how many calories per serving, how many exchanges, so that you can put it into your plan for the day. Great to share with family and friends, like I said earlier. And again, this is a low-calorie pumpkin dessert, which, like I said, I'll say it again, I'll keep on saying, I just love pumpkin. I love this time of year. And what's a great way to have that pumpkin flavor without the crust. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. I am on the road today, so obviously this was pre-recorded. I'm traveling to New York. You don't know, I might be able to pop into a chapter on my way. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do that. So I'll let you know how this works out. And as far as the journey of accountability, because of the scheduling of traveling to Milwaukee, having COVID before that, I was unable to go to several meetings. I think I've missed now like four in a row. And again, we've talked about this before on how to keep ourselves accountable. I know I'm having trouble. I'm struggling again with all the hectic schedule and all of what's been going on. I know I'm struggling. I know I'm up a few pounds. And I know that because the last time I did a cooking segment for a Friday follow-up, this Tops apron fit a little bit better. So again, yes, the scale is important. We need our weigh-ins, but there are other ways to kind of let us know how we're doing. I'm going to enjoy this low-calorie dessert tonight, and I'll get ready to go on the road from my journey to New York. And I'll see you next Friday.